thumbs up when to go, Troy. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and an Instagram Live. My name is Rachel O'Brien. I'm with Margarita Dotres and Yvette Penilla, and and today we are going to have a conversation about bodies. What if the pain in your body is not yours? We'll kick off from there and then we can go to a deep dive into what actually is going on when you have pain. Margarita and I are both 3-day body facilitators, and we will co-facilitate a 3-day body class in Florida in November. And so let's kick it off. Yvette, would you like to ask the questions? You're great at asking questions.
Oh my goodness.
Can you turn? Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, now I can hear.
Wow. With this topic, wow, I see people every day totally convinced that everything that they're feeling and everything that they're aware of with their bodies is theirs.
Totally.
So what else is possible here? And what awareness is our body trying to speak to us every day? And what would it take for us to acknowledge that voice and ask questions?
I'm going to be really honest. Before I did an Access 3-day body class, I genuinely, I'm going to say that I showed up in Access with a body that was going through severe exhaustion. Like I was tired all the time, every day, all day. From the time I got out of bed until the time I went to bed, I was tired all of the time. I had back pain, and I didn't even realize at the time that I am something that we affectionately call an X-Men. And so I was perceiving other people's bodies. Nobody had told me about this perceiving tool until I found the Tools of Access Consciousness. And so I was perceiving people's bodies as if they were mine. And so I didn't know the difference between what was my body. I didn't even have the awareness to communicate with my body because I was dispersed into everybody else's, picking up everybody else's body and what it was for them to have a body. And remember, I was living in a country in Ireland where there's very little joy of embodiment, non-existent practically, unless you're talking to the fairies or, the spirits of the earth. And so for me, first of all, I had to recognize that what I was healing is something that we call a fifth element, that I was pulling pain out of people's bodies. And then I had to go through the process. For me, that was super relevant, of recognizing that I didn't have a relationship with my body. I didn't have a communion with my body. And my first body class was where I started to maybe, let's say, cultivate the relationship. And then it did take a while to really build, hey body, what are you aware of? What information are you giving me? Is this mine? How come I'm addicted? I was addicted to healing. I was addicted to taking away other bodies' pain. So much so that I thought that was my job in some strange way. And so what if the pain in your body is not yours? And are you picking up? Are you one of these people who is an extreme empath? And are you picking up other people's pains, with their body? What if that's a gift? What if it's not something that's a curse?
And it's so interesting because we're so used to judge our bodies. And instead of, being a way to communicate with the body, what we have taught is to kind of impose, the head imposing onto the body and judging our body, like if everything that is wrong with the body is something that I have to judge instead of, what am I aware of? What are you perceiving, body? For me has been a journey also because, doing other modalities, being the healer, we kind of assume that job that we have to heal other people's bodies. And, and if we talk about entities, heal and get all the entities of other people just to get the other people better, and that's not our job.
Yeah. And thank you so much for bringing this up. Today I woke up, I'm going to say like with a headache, and I've been walking the road of consciousness and having consciousness with my body and learning to receive the information my body is gifting me. And I had a headache and I had some like stuff going on with my tummy. And then I went off to a friend's house and I had my bars run, which is a body process as well, folks. And I became aware on the way home that I was dynamically healing someone in my family. And it took Troy, you guys know Troy. He said, is this someone close to you? And I got a yes, And so I have seen people come to my body classes, and Marguerite, I'm sure you're the same, and Yvette is a Rolfer, and I know she has seen this, dynamically being healing. I was healing my uncle, So we have this ability to energetically go in and take people's pain. But what if we actually allowed ourselves to enliven and heal our bodies and to recognize how magical we are? And before I would have went to, I'm so grateful that Margarita talked about like making your body wrong. Before I would have went to, there's something wrong. That's the one thing I don't do anymore. Now I'm like, what's going on, body? What am I healing? Then after getting my bars run and going for a walk amongst the oak trees and the ash trees, I mean, if that was 10 years ago, I would be like, what's wrong with me? And today I knew that there was something that I trusted, that my body is part of consciousness, and whatever energy that I'm looking to take away or pull out of someone, that when I get bars and when I ask questions and when I choose to have the awareness of what my body is gifting me, it shifts really fast,
But in reality, the majority of the people, they get a headache and they take a pill. That's the shortcut. And what happens is that if it's not yours, even you take the Tylenol, you take the pill, you take whatever it is, it's not going to get it out because it's not even yours,
Oh, totally. And this is the thing for me. I would have went to the hospital before I found Access Consciousness, and they'd do every test on me when my stomach would kick off, They would turn me inside out. After 3 days, I'd go home, nothing, And so, and we do these strange things. How many of you are around people that have headaches and their life is a headache, And then we're like, okay, let me look after that for you. Let me handle that for you. And I would say for me, it's an automatic responder growing up Irish Catholic, Jesus Christ syndrome. You have to suffer. And so the body class, I have absolutely no problem whatsoever inviting people to the body class. For me, they're such a valuable energy in my life. It's the best money that I ever spend every time I go to a body class, whatever class that I choose to go to. And I would say having freedom to know that whatever's shown up is not yours, and you will shift through that energy once you don't make it wrong. It's been a journey for me. It's been an unraveling and an opening of really developing trust in my body and what it's communicating.
I love what you said, Rachel, or at least what I heard. We come to a body class to gift ourselves, like,
yeah,
that's so huge. Like,
yeah.
when do we gift ourselves? Like our body is constantly gifting others. And
Mm.
like, whoa, that hit me really huge to hear you say those words. I'm like, okay, get me to a body class right now. just yeah, I'm like, I feel tears like in my body. Like I don't know that I've been conscious of those words that I'm choosing to gift myself in that space. And yeah, thank you. That's a gift.
It is a huge gift to allow yourself to be taken care of. You know, I know that I had this weird point of view from the day I was born that I was a burden on my family, you know, and I was a burden on everyone. And with the use of Access Consciousness and the tools, I now can allow myself to be taken care of, and I have the resources to take care of me, you know. And I would say the point of view that you take about your body is so impactful. And why would you not cherish your body and cherish, like, bodies are magical. Why would you not cherish the relationship that you have with it?
Definitely. It's like your body's the vehicle for this incarnation.
Totally.
How are you treating the vehicle that is with you?
Totally.
And so many of us are not used to gift ourselves anything.
Mm.
We used to give to others, but not ourselves.
And I'm glad you brought this up. And that's another big aspect of Access Consciousness, is learning to receive. And the reason that I giggle is I was very used to controlling and giving, and receiving. We talk about knowing, receiving, perceiving, and being. Receiving has been one of the things that, number one, you receive when you get a body process. So you start to learn to receive. And I really had to learn to receive, you know. And every time you get your bars run, every time you get a body process run, you're coming out of the points of views about how hard you have to work or what you have to do. And you're really making big jumps into allowing yourself to nurture yourself. And the weird thing is, every time that I nurture my body, my business grows and I generate more money. It's this weird economy of consciousness, Shannon O'Hara calls it, and it works.
So amazing. Now I remember the first time that I had body processes. It was in my first foundation, and I was like, I cannot believe that these people are just gonna be laying down for a day or a 3-day body for 3 days without doing anything, doing nothing, you know, with so many things to do. You know, what are these doing? What are these people are doing? You know, they have nothing to do. And that was my point of view.
Oh, I was addicted to doing, so I know exactly.
I was addicted to doing. It was like, how can I waste my time for 3 days? So many things that I have to do. Be just laying down, just gifting and receiving.
It's hilarious. It really is. It really is. Yvette, did you want to say something?
Yeah, just bodies melting. Like I'm definitely getting better and better to give my body that space to just melt and to receive. And I was just thinking while you were saying that, Margarita, how I remember flying to Ireland to take a 3-day body class with Rachel. And by the second day, like I needed to like move. I was like, this sitting down. But now like I'm like actually implementing like more rest, more time for me. And it's like that is definitely has come from like the tools, the body classes. Like again, it's huge to learn to receive and not just like give all the time, that like just doing and just really shifting that and just really allowing me to be with me in a whole different way. It's beyond asking my body to be my friend. It's me becoming the friend to my body.
Yes. 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 Yes, exactly. Yeah. And really, it is a magnitude of an undertaking to bring yourself to a body class and learn to be. And I found that in being, that's when I can receive everything that I require for my life to work. We'll get on the table for 3 days and that energy flows into every aspect of your life. And things begin to get lighter, relationships become stronger, lighter. It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. It really is. Beautiful.
And what I love about it is that you don't even notice how it's releasing all that, everything that is stuck on your body. So even without doing, facilitation out loud, our bodies are facilitating themselves. So, and
Totally.
everything is getting released. And then all of a sudden you go back and say, how did I change that? That thing that was like a major issue before is not now, is not relevant anymore. How did it
Totally.
happen? You know?
I would say that's the part that used to astound me. And one of the things I know, I had a lot of havoc in my body, all this compression and stress and diminishment. And I know now that when you get all that, all those energies are dealt with in the body processes, and then you start to have more space, which allows you to recognize that you can have different energies with your life. Your life is a bank of energy. It's an energy flow. And we either destroy our body or we generate our body with the energy flows that we choose. And one of the things for me is recognizing the energy flows of the body process. They transmit into every aspect of my life. Yeah. We would love you to join us in Florida, or if you're watching this and you're like, I still have a lot of compression and stress and diminishment and havoc in my body, go find an Access 3-day body class, or you can get these 3-hour body processes that facilitators do all over the world. I know that I've overcome anxiety, PTSD, seizures, massive migraine, and very negative points of views about myself. I didn't think that I was deserved to be taken care of. And I know now that I'm part of consciousness and I do. So we all have overcome, I suppose, overcome things that I thought I couldn't change. And through receiving the body processes, I'm living a different life now. Yvette says we are. Yeah, exactly. So come join me, Margarita, somewhere in the world for a 3-day body class. And if you are in South America or Miami or any of the Florida area or any state, I mean, America is easy. You just jump on a flight and come be with us. And we'll have an amazing class in the garden in beautiful weather. And I invite you, I guess the big invitation is for you to enliven your body and allow yourself to be taken care of so that you can be happy to have a body and be in the world instead of struggling or fighting against being alive. Yeah.
Being grateful to have a body.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
Now,
Beautiful.
what else is possible?
And you can ask that question. That's an Access Consciousness tool. You can ask what else is possible with my body beyond anything that I've ever known. We adore you. We're very grateful for the tools, all three of us. We wouldn't know each other only for them. And we are advocates for the tools of Access Consciousness. And all of having a body comes to you with ease and joy and glory. You can run that 20 times a day. All of having a body comes to you with ease, joy, and glory. If you have intensity or anything that doesn't work, you can run it and run these amazing processes. Anything else, ladies, before we finish?
I can't wait to see you both. I know you live here. You're just an hour away, but I'll see you both in November. I am so excited to host you both. It'll be November, but it will be tropical.
Yes, we have the pool.
And the TV and the
lunchtime. Exactly.
We're open for the pool. Don't worry about it.
Exactly. Thanks so much, ladies. Bye, everyone, and we'll see you soon. Mwah.
Bye.